Okay, approval of the agenda. Anyone have any additions, deletions? Not all.
I'd move to accept the agenda as presented.
We have a motion.
Or second. Yeah.
And support of that. All in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Nays, motion carried. Approval of the minutes from May 16, 2024.
Make a motion to approve the minutes as presented
We have a motion
for April
I'll
20th.
second that.
for May 16th.
May 16th, yeah.
A second for that motion. All in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Yes, nays, motion carried. Claims and accounts, Gary.
Okay, we had claims account meeting and our claims come in at $135,638.73. EFTs were $127,283.78. Desk checks were $55,808.29 for a total of $318,783.80. Make a motion to accept claims and pay those.
And I'll second that. Any questions, discussions about the bill? Hearing the do roll call vote, please.
Edwards,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Hardin,
Yes.
Peltier.
Yes.
Motion carried. Public comment, agenda items only. Hearing now we're down to new business, Tri-Share Childcare, Randy Pell.
That's me.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I didn't. I'm just gonna pass out my flyers real quick. Brandy, can I have one for yourself, please? What? Do you have one? Yeah.
Three copies
You
here.
got 2 copies?
I got 3.
Well, give me
Just
one.
pass it down, pass it down.
I think she gave you 4 to pass them down. I believe.
Well, she didn't take that.
No?
Thank you.
I'm not a sharing person.
Sharing is caring.
Hi there, my name is Brandy Ryapel. I'm the program manager for the Otsego County Economic Alliance. And I'm here today to talk to you about the programs that are available to your county. And the first one I'm gonna start with is the Michigan Tri-Share Child Care Program. It's where the employer signs up, pays a third of the cost. The grant through the state of Michigan pays a third of the cost, leaving a parent to pay a third of the cost. This program is good for small business, independent businesses, nonprofits, and self-employed people. You will have to use a licensed child care facility that's licensed through Laura. And that can be any daycare, summer camp, any after-school program or preschool. We do cover preschool for that. There is an income component to it. It's gotta be 200 to 325% over the poverty level. And there are waivers that are extended if you're right at that 325%. So they're really trying to push this program and help families with their childcare expenses. And this program has been around for a few years. I've been doing it for at least 2 years now. It has grown into, all the invoicing is now essentially located out of TC United Way, Traverse City United Way hub. So they do the whole entire state of Michigan. I'm one of 13 hubs throughout the state of Michigan, and I cover Otsego, Crawford, Montmorency, Roscommon, Oscoda, and Ogama for this program. So I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. I'd like to see some more activity in your county with it. If there's any businesses that would like to sign up for this and help their employees with daycare, we would love to do that. There is a new website for this program, which is the michigantrisshare.org. It's mitrisshare.org. And everything's done online. You can get more information online. Employers can sign up online. The application for parents is online. Providers have their own portal. They get paid weekly. It's a great program, and we just hope to get more going in your county. And then the next set of programs I want to share with you is, Otsego County Economic Alliance applied for a grant through the MEDC. That grant was awarded at 1.1 million. The grant funds are for your county. So the first thing that we did with that grant is we hired an SBDC person, small business development person. She actually started today. And we would like your businesses to utilize this SBDC person. So it's free business assistance support. She has to dedicate so many hours to your county. So yeah, that's available to you. And then in Otsego County, we have a business incubator. It's 6 offices that are located at 1564 Dickerson Road in Gaylord. So if anyone is interested in some really minimal office expense, and then also free business assistance on site, if that's something anyone's interested in. We are bringing back SCORE, which is another free business assistance. It's mentoring. I'm also looking for volunteers, people who are gurus in their profession that would like to volunteer a couple hours a month to mentor some of the small businesses. And this is a great program because you can call and say, be a small business, call and say, I need to speak with a mentor. They'll send you to a centralized location where they will create a meeting for you with any mentor of your choice. And you can go online and you can pick your mentor and say, hey, this person has hospitality and accounting, and this is what I'm looking for. I'd like to speak with this person. So we work both sides of that. So I'm looking for gurus in their profession to be SCORE mentors. I'm looking for small businesses to go ahead and call in and get free business assistance. And then with one of the last components of this grant was small business grants. Going to be much like the COVID-19 small business relief grants that went out. I cut all of those checks out of our office that year, and it'll be much like that as far as the application goes and how we'll disperse by population throughout each county. And so what I'm looking for here is to get more promoting going on in your county. So I'm at a commissioners meeting and I'm wondering if you can help me. I need to get in front of more businesses. I need to put together meeting with chambers and stuff like that to get this information out. If there's any ideas, I'll take them. Did anyone have any questions?
For the TRICARE, I just had a question for that
Yeah.
TRICARE. So are you providing that information directly to like the childcare providers? So when people are calling them, they can say, where do you work?
For the last 2 years, yep.
Okay.
They
We
have-
don't have too many in Montmorency County is probably.
I actually have it right here. It looks like 4. So there's a little opportunity to, yeah, it would have to be these 4
Yeah.
right here, that if there were someone that wanted to sign up, it would be through that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Probably the biggest employer would be Freddie's Market on the end of town. They employ quite a few people.
Freddie's Market,
Yeah,
okay.
that's probably the largest one in Atlanta, and they got the grocery store in Lewiston too,
Mhm.
that employ quite a few people. Or the bigger ones. I mean, there's people are around here to have maybe 2 or 3 employees sometimes. But
Maybe HB Carbide.
Yep, and I've spoken. with them, yeah.
I figured as
Yeah.
much.
Brandy, do you have like any materials or anything or a card or something available? My office does the doing business as, so
Uh-huh.
a lot of times if somebody has a small business or a business, they come in and fill out a DBA, which basically
yeah.
preserves their
Uh-huh.
name in the county. I know on my bulletin board right outside my office, I do have like a resource page where they can
Awesome.
contact
Yes.
some other, but
What, do
entities
you
about
have a
small.
business card? Because what I'll do is I will, my information is on that packet. Did I give you one?
Yes,
Okay.
but if you have like any little.
And I'll
flyers or
send
if
you
want us to
everything
put one-
HTML. That way you'll have it.
Absolutely.
And I think I do have some extra business cards.
That might be something we could
Yes.
hand out to them. as
That's a
they
great
kind of fill
idea.
them out.
That's what I need, because that's exactly what Otsego County does too, in their clerk's office. So if you can help me with any type of promoting of these programs, it's free small business assistance, free mentoring, helping out with childcare, paying 2/3 of the cost if the employer signs up, paying 1/3 of the cost if it's a self-employed people. And surprisingly, I have quite a few self-employed people doing the program. And nonprofits. There's a couple of nonprofits too. Was there any other questions? Does anyone know of any businesses that need assistance?
There's like Wayne Wire and White Owls.
Those are big industries.
Yeah, they're bigger.
Yeah. Any small businesses?
Lots of little ones, but I'm not sure that employee.
Those are the ones, that's for the free business assistance that we're offering. This new SBDC rep, Small Business Development Corporation, is coming out of the state of Michigan, and I want to make sure that she has some activity in her county. So if there's anyone that you know.
Maybe some of our restaurants here.
Yeah.
Because they've been having trouble
Anything
with their
like that.
freezer and stuff.
Mhm.
So so maybe leave some of these out, we can pick them up. Do you have more of these or?
I
is
just
that all
had
you
enough
have?
for the
Okay.
room. I might have a couple more I can put on the
So we could,
desk over there, but I can get this information to Cheryl in an HTML. And then, do you guys have any other ideas of promoting this in your community? I know I reach out to the chambers, especially with that TriShare program, sending them flyers for the last 2 years. I don't know if they ever go out. I personally get on Facebook. I am a part of some of the Facebook pages, so I promote these materials on those pages also, but I don't have too much more going on. So then the one thing I want to leave you with is I do want to create a meeting, and I don't know if Dawn can help me with that, of putting together, offering businesses to come to this meeting so they can meet the SBDC person. And, at least maybe sign some people up for some free business assistance. Any other questions?
Thank you. Tax rate request. Lonnie?
You want our taxes to be levied.
I don't know, do we?
Do you want money?
Yeah, that's.
Then we want this
All
sum.
right, all right.
So we did have a rollback this year, so our millage rate went down, but we also had a fairly substantial increase in our taxable value. So we shouldn't see too big of a difference from last year to this year in revenue. But for our summer bill, it will just be the operating and the vet, since the extra operating fell off and is being put up for vote. So once,
That's the one we had
Yeah,
already.
that's the one we had. It expired in December,
Yep.
so
This coming December.
no,
last December.
last December.
Okay, so we have to put it on,
It's going on the November election, I believe.
okay.
So that it'll go on the winter bill. Yes. Mr. Edwards needs to sign and Ms. Nelson.
Do they have to vote on it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Usually, anytime there's a signature needed.
So what's the rate here for?
You need to approve signing BL 4029.
Okay. Had a chance to put there. Oh, you guys get it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I guess I'll entertain motions to sign on behalf of the board. If everyone don't have any other more questions on.
I make a motion for you to sign the L 4029.
Motion,
I'll second that.
a second to the motion. Are there any questions? Hearing none, call for a call vote. Sean?
Gerard,
Yes.
Hardees,
Yes.
Peltier,
Yes.
Edwards.
Yes. Copy. Come on, right? Okay. Old business, we have none. Reports, county controller, you got her report in your package. Any discussion or questions or concerns on the Senator?
Yeah,
Sanders?
yeah, I do. So
Okay.
why do we have to resend? Why do we have to resend the information for Nico on the? Yeah,
I think we have changed the name because we're going with Alpina's group. She talked about that. I think that was the reason for it. We have to include them.
oh, Alpina's coming with,
Well, they're.
because
I know
because
we
it was
talked
press
before.
Gill and,
Yeah, and that's, they're gonna run the show overall. So we have to change what we did there, so.
so who who actually are the counties that would be working together now? Then? What are the three that we just said?
Osceola, Montmorency,
Oh, Osceola came.
Presque Isle, Alpena. There might be one more.
Sheboygan?
No, we got their own. So I think that's the group.
Four of us.
They're gonna run the show as far as being control of the overall program. Did we get a motion on there, or just that we have to do that at some point?
It's on the 20th agenda.
Okay, all right, we'll have it on the 20th.
Okay.
Anything else on the controller?
Well, then NEMCOG representation needed. We need a replacement for Dawn.
Yeah. That means once a month, but we on our meeting day, so. our board minutes during the days.
Yeah. I don't know. Unless, are we going to look at finding someone else that would be interested to represent us?
So I guess. What is that? Community or something maybe?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering if there was, if we
I don't
could
know.
put out an interest letter if anyone is interested.
We get the flyers and stuff. I don't, they sent us that what they did.
I bring it back every,
Yeah.
to every meeting.
Each meeting did, so I don't think it's a big concern right now.
Well, there's only certain people that can be on that board.
Always there.
Yeah.
I guess we better find that out before we.
But, yeah, do you know what the stipulations are?
I've been told it before, but I don't have it in writing. You know.
Yeah, if you
So,
could share it.
and I mean, you see in the letter why I'm not.
I guess we have to, well, I guess accept the resignation. That's what we'll do here.
I said I'll stay until you guys locate somebody. I'm not gonna leave it unrepresented.
All
But,
right.
Okay. If you could just give
but
us.
things have changed a little bit too much on how that day works, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you find someone or decide not to send someone? Is that my understanding?
Yes.
Okay. We're running right now, apparently. Treasurer's report.
Good morning. So it's found on the controller's report for opioid revenue. We're expecting to receive payments through Brown Greer from Distributor 7, Walmart, Walgreens, Teva, CVS, and Allergen, totaling about $64,747 for that opioid fund. Property tax foreclosure auction this year will be held on August 8th, online only at tax-sale.info. We had 5 foreclosures this year that will all be in the auction, and there will be a 6th parcel. The one that was withheld last year due to litigation, that's complete now, so we're able to put it in the auction. Kathy is currently preparing to escheat all outstanding checks to the state of Michigan. And for this process, she spends months prior reaching out to the payees. These are checks that the county sends out to people and they never get cashed. She reaches out, double checks. They will cut new checks if the person says, hey, I lost it, or I never got it, or whatever. If not, then all of that money gets sent to the state. If they don't reply and say, hey, I would like a new check made, then it's off to the state it goes, and it's out of our books. Bank account reconciliations. The county has 20 bank accounts, and each is reconciled monthly by the treasurer's office. The investment accounts are reconciled quarterly. And I'm happy to say our reconciliations are done very timely, and they're very important for the fiscal security of the county. So they're done correctly and timely each and every month. Credit cards. It's been 8 months since the closure of the MCSD credit card, and we've had one request from the department, which is handled immediately and successfully. And other options seem to be working well for purchasing. The county card you've been used recently for hotel stays, and despite authorization forms and assurances that the employee will not need the card at, the desk, we've had some issues. So that might be something we'll want to look at a little bit closer in the near future. We may want to find another option for that. Had some issues lately. And that's all I have today.
Okay, thank you. Any questions, Treasurer?
Hadn't we talked about prepaid cards for some of those? That
We
was the
did,
issue.
and that may be another, we may want to look, like I said, into that a little bit closer.
Especially if you already know something is.
Yeah, we're having some issues, like I said, with, they get there, like I said, they have authorization forms now, they have these things all set in place, and they assure you, oh, no, they won't need the cards, there'll be no problem, and you get there and they have a problem.
Yeah.
So we don't want people having to deal with that when they get to the destination.
Anything else?
That's it.
Sheriff?
I advised at FPS that we did have an inmate that had to go to the hospital. So we'll see what that ends up looking like. That
They still there?
No. And we made arrangements with the courts to essentially PR that individual so that would be further expenses to the county. So that was taken care of. Our officer that was injured previously just returned this Monday to light duty, so that's been fantastic. We have him in the office helping out, doing things around the office. So having him back in uniform in the office is going really well. It's that time of year where there's a lot of events going on around the county, so we got to enjoy them. I know Lewiston, I believe, has their car show coming up this next weekend for Father's Day. So school's out, kids are out, just be aware, it's getting active and busy. Around town.
All three schools?
All three schools are out now. Yeah, today's Hillman's last day, actually, and they're the last one. And the only other thing was I did approach the FPS committee on legal representation for the sheriff's office as a standalone, separate from the county attorney. Again, I just want to make that proposition to the entire board. We had some discussion on it in FPS. My interests are just protecting the interests of the office of sheriff. And I'm not looking for anything. So I don't, not to say not substantial, but not substantial. My suggestion was like a $3,000 line specific to that ability. And that's my ask.
Okay, we did discuss it in finance. And you can come to the county, you've used the county before, and just tell us, get some legal and a little bit about it, and every department does that. And I don't think we've ever refused any request from any of the departments to use county attorney. So I don't see the issue there as far as personally needing your own money for that. That's my thing.
And like I said, and as we discussed in FPS, my position was there might be times or situations where opinions or positions might be opposite that of the board of commissioners. So no different than the board of commissioners does receive legal opinion or legal counseling. I just want to say I'm looking for the same authority to seek a legal opinion that might be in opposition of one that's being rendered by the county. So
let's
that's
talk about that.
Yep.
We got a county attorney, and that's the county attorney is what we go by. You don't shop around for a different answer. So I guess for whatever reason. So anything else? Okay, thank you. Standing committees, Mary.
Nothing since the last meeting.
Gary?
I had finance and landfill, and landfill is still taking in trash, and our injection well is working great.
How many millions of gallons have been dumped down the hole now?
You're asking me?
Well, they told us the figure, it was astronomical is what it was, it was big, but anyway. Can you get that figure for us before next month?
I can.
Okay. I had the same thing, I had finance in the landfill, other than everything's going along, nothing else.
How many gallons did they pump down?
We'll find that out.
Okay.
It was big anyway. And we calculated that with our transport cost and stuff, and we're doing real well. The overall cost of the well was like around 3 million. Was it? But the payback on that's gonna be quicker than 3 years, we feel, with the amount of the transport cost and everything, so we get our payback in probably less than 3 years, and from there on, it'll be just profit to the landfill, the 3 counties.
Do they have a formula for that? I mean, how are they monitoring?
They got, it's automatic.
Right, I'm saying how quickly will they know when it is paid up? I mean.
Oh, I mean, that goes by, well, we could calculate how many
Right.
gallons, we can do that, but they change their prices all the time, you know, cost or fuel charges on top of it, so we did a calculate on it, but I bring that to you next
Yeah,
time, what
that'd be great.
approximately how we're working on that, yeah. We'll get that, so
Each truckload was close to $10,000.
$10,000,
Wow.
every time we have to bring in, they all about what, 12,000? Yeah, 12,000, so that's, each load is,
Considerable.
yeah, it's expensive,
Any word on the recycling?
it's moving along.
Any word on when it's gonna be?
But you know, I don't think you're gonna, eventually, we're gonna have to come up with some money, we get the 70,000, it's gonna go pretty much to the organization, I believe, to get it going, but at some point, we're gonna have to put more money into it. And I know Alpena, they've got a surcharge on, they've had it for quite some time, they started this a long time ago. And we're gonna have to look at something like that too, down the road. Talk down the road, that's not for the other month. Even when we do that, I don't think you're gonna see anything as far as that, like canisters and stuff out for at least another year.
A year?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what kind of everyone's talking about, so. Okay. It's up to you, Lloyd.
I did have one, I'm sorry, I did have the health department, it's been a couple weeks since we've met, so, I did have that health department meeting on 521 Lloyd and I. And they're working on AI policy for the, health departments, they've already run into some issues with bots being on meetings and things like that. So they're in the process of developing a policy related to that, some social media liability standards, policies about that as well, things that have just cropped up in the last couple of months. They're in the process of their first single audit that they've ever done at the health department. They've always done it in conjunction with Alpena. And finding out that the way that a standalone audit works, that they weren't doing it in the way they had wanted them to. So there's a little bit of a learning curve going on there, but it's in the process and it should be resolved in the next month. And concerns in the state as far as illnesses, of course, we discussed the avian surveillance, the avian flu surveillance, and then just measles outbreaks in larger cities.
Do we have any avian flu, anyone contracted that in our area?
There was a case last fall in our county and the flock was, the flock was taken care of and nothing came of it there, monitoring the people that owned it or any further problems associated to anybody in the area. So it's mainly downstate at this point.
Lloyd, you're up.
Yeah, the only one I had was Thunder Bay Transportation, and I had to bow out of that. I had a previous engagement with a 3-day conference. And so I called and told them that I would not make that. But because I am on the health department, mental health, they had a 1-day conference in Treetop in Gaylord that dealt with suicide. and it was a fabulous conference. They not only talked about recognizing the signs, how to deal with it, and different places where you can go to get the help, but part of the healing process is being able to talk about it. And they had a big crowd of people who they live with suicide thoughts daily. And they got up on to the microphone and they spoke about the problems that they go through on a daily basis. So it's quite an impressive conference. That's all I have.
Thank you. Any public comment? Donna?
I was in the Board Commissioner Controller's office on Tuesday afternoon, and when I walked in, there was campaign material on a desk in that office, and I would like to know why, and if you had knowledge of it.
Well, we got an email from one of the elected officials on that, and one of our commissioners took care of it, investigated it, and they're not in there now, so that's all you do.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else?
And on that note, I don't appreciate people coming into my office and taking pictures and having them posted on Facebook with my family pictures in it, with my minor grandchildren in it. I don't appreciate that. I don't go into people's offices and take pictures of their family and put it on Facebook. And I feel an apology is needed for that. I was not aware about them campaign things. I think the clerk should have kindly let me know instead of blasting it on Facebook. This is my first election I've ever worked
Okay, let her
here.
talk first, Cheryl. You want to comment on that, Cheryl?
I did not blast anything on Facebook. Yes, I did take a picture and I can show you the picture of those. There was nothing done definitive on a picture. Yes, there was a little photo there, but it was blurred. I did not post anything on Facebook.
But you're the one that took the picture and gave it to somebody and it was posted.
Okay, sir?
I'm the one that put it on Facebook when it was pointed out that I had a family picture in there, I edited out the family picture, so there was no intent. I didn't think it was even visible to see that. It was just really blurry in the original. That for the sake of people knowing that that type of thing shouldn't be going on in the courthouse.
That's correct. We took care of it. Anything else? Yes, sir.
Yeah, my name is Bruce Brown and I live in Hillman, and the reason why I'm here is I applied for the job down in the Veterans Office. And I applied for the job in 2017, and I still feel I got looked out of that job. But I want to read you a letter. This boy discharged on January 10th, 1975, came into my office on January 23rd, 1975, to find out if I could assist him in any way. He seemed to be in a daze, not knowing what to do next, no money, no job, no experience, and limping. His injuries seemed to have been quite serious, having lost part of his foot and one toe. How the accident happened, he does not have very clear recollection, other than while on maneuver and approaching some electrical installation, and he was somehow electrocuted, and on regaining consciousness, found himself in the hospital. I would like to give him all possible assistance in obtaining some sort of compensation should my knowledge of this incident be true. Sincerely, Roy Boldman, Veterans Counselor, dated 1/27/1975. That boy was me. And today I would like to work in that office. I tried 7 years ago, so I can help veterans. I would love to play it forward. Because of that man, Today, I am 100% disabled veteran. He started it, and now I would like to continue that man's work. And they said I wasn't at a meeting 7 years ago. That's why I didn't get the job. Today, I'm at a commissioner's meeting. So that's what I wanted to comment about.
Well, we've had a turnover, got a full-time and we're looking for a part-time. I don't know what the status is right now, how many people applied, or where the interview process is going right now.
If you'd like to apply, the ad is in the paper. We
I've
do not have the
applied.
resumes from 7 years ago, unfortunately.
I've applied for this one.
That we have not hired yet for it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we haven't even went through all the resumes. The deadline isn't over with yet through the paper to
Yeah,
accept them.
And I've told everybody at the VFW in Hillman I've applied, and everybody at the VFW says to me, you want me to call over there and get on them? I said, no, let's not do that.
Yep, we haven't even went through the
That's
application.
that's
Sort
how,
of went through the
that's how
resumes
well
yet.
they know me. I retired from the VA clinic in Alpena. And I wasn't there just to make a paycheck, even though I was there to help veterans. And I want to continue to help veterans as much as I can.
Thank you for your service and thank you for your application for this job. So,
Thank you.
anything else? Okay, at this time, adjourn. We're just,
I do have a question.
okay. go
What
ahead.
is this letter to, from the Spicer Group to the Montmorency Drain Commissioner? Who is that?
April gave that to, so I could give you guys information on that. Asked me to put it in your package. So I'm not 100% sure.
They
What-
get more than one bid, don't they? I mean, I'm assuming they ask more than one.
I believe there was, we had a bunch of payments to the Spicer Group, some attorneys over the,
Right.
out there, and there were some bills in there from the drain commissioner. I held those up, because I got to get in contact with him and see why he's submitting those type of bills. I don't know yet.
But this would be, wouldn't we need more than one bid though on these? This is this recommendation for dam inspections 2024. Don't we get more than, I'm
I
assuming we
think that's the
get,
group they went with, you know, that.
That was who did Hiawatha and all.
but is
Yeah.
that what we're doing in 2024? Why would we not get more than one bid
Oh, change?
out?
Well, because they're the ones been handling it, you have to be all new. They'd have to learn, you know, the whole deal.
Well, this says that it's all new criteria is what it's saying in here, according to this letter. I'm just wondering why.
And this was also with a letter of brochure, if you want to see it. I just wasn't gonna try to get this copy, so.
Yeah, I do. I'll get it later.
I think that's the group they went with. I mean, get it out every year. It had the same, I'm not sure if that would be advisable as far as money, but that's something you want me to ask the.
Yeah, if we get more than, yeah, who
Okay.
do we think bids from?
Yeah.
You know, what are the alternatives?
I can
It's
ask-
like there's new, that there's new rules and regulations.
I did speak to Charlie Arbor regarding his invoice. Those are for special assessment districts that he has to maintain their dams for that SAD. And that is a separate thing from his regular
Drain commission.
salary. And it's paid through this SAD. It's not.
Yeah, I understand, but there's some other bills there that were submitted that from him personally and stuff, but we gotta check.
Yeah, that's
on
the
those.
ones I'm talking about. They're actually paid through an SAD. They're not paid from the county. And they are a separate thing from his drain commission. But we can talk about it after.
All right. Okay. Anything else?
Was this part of it too?
No.
Well, we can find that out.
Yeah, yeah. So I just wondered.
No, any more comments? There's one about adjourn. Adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
All right, you make the motion?
I'll support.
All right. All in favor, say yes?
Yeah.
Yes, nay, motion carries.